Hello, I am here with my God, Yahweh, and I am the Black Jew. And the title of this magnificent video today is going to be Tactics of Gangstalkers That Bully Others. We're going to go ahead and we're going to thank Yahweh and thank Yahweh for putting together another wonderful teaching. This is not going to be based so much on biblical information. This is going to be more just talking about the tactics that these gang stalkers are using to take advantage of innocent people. But before we get started, of course, we just want to always thank and give Yahweh all the praise because He is the one and only God, and there is no other. And I don't care what people say, because I've seen a lot of people in a lot of trouble, and when they called on their God, guess what? Nobody showed up. But I know for me, and in my specific situation, because I can only speak for me, but when my God heard me even whimper, saw a tear even drop out of my eye, my God was like, oh no, you're not. You're not going to mess with my wife. Because I am married to Yahweh. He is my spiritual husband. And before we get started, we just want to say thank you, Yahweh, for all that you do. And I ask that you meet the needs of all those out there who are being gang stalked by these punks that are throwing rocks and hiding their hands. And we're going to take the time out and clear out any negative energy in our environment. Because my family is constantly, that's all they know how to do is cast magic. When they need to get a job, get a job. Hallelujah, amen, in the name of Yahweh. Okay, so we're going to get into this. And the first thing we're going to discuss is that for those of you, because, when it happened to me, I was just thinking, is this just me going through this? But no, it's just not me. There are a lot of people who are being gang stalked by these secret covens. See, these people are being backed by these secret covens, these witches and warlocks who traffic children, take out insurance policies on people and turn around and go and murder them, create criminal activity, just refuse to get a job and function in society. And this is what they do 24/7, and they call this work. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's see if you can call it work when you're in jail. What is it now? What do they make? 25 cents an hour? Yeah. Let's see how lucrative hurting other people and gang stalking them is. Because that's exactly where you're going, just like my family. Now they want to cry out, oh no, we want to apologize. There will be no apologies. There will be no compromising. And there will be no forgiveness for people that I have forgiven over and over and over. I've forgiven these people so many times. Come on, think about it. 63 years of forgiveness? That's enough of that. That's enough of that. Here we go. So, one thing you need to know, you're going to have to, for anybody who's being gang stalked like this, you're going to have to figure out who your attackers are. And the only way you're going to be able to figure that out, I don't care who it is. Your mother, your father, your grandfather, your grandmama, nanny, your brother, your sister, your aunt, uncle. I don't care who it is. If they're not living directly in your household, shut it down. Stop all the contact. Because that's the only way you're going to find out who's attacking you, where it's coming from, because know one thing. The attacker is going to be somebody that's in your circle. Somebody who knows you very well. Somebody who keeps in contact with you. So they can what? Gather information. And take it back out there to the people who are stalking you. So make sure, and then on top of that, whoever's living in your household, you're going to have to watch them. Because in my case, I made a mistake and I let my mother, who claimed she didn't have a place to live, come and live with me, which is what any daughter would do with the mother. Not realizing that she was connected to the Eastern Stars. A lot of these people are connected to, just like I said, the Eastern Stars, the Illuminati, the Freemasons. All these weak groups who try to act like they're really doing something to help out society and communities, when all they're doing is stealing from people, murdering people, trafficking people, molesting children, just turning people out, getting people caught up and addicted to drugs, anything that they have to do to steal wealth or energy from people. So you're going to have to figure out who it is in your household. Even if it's in your household, you're going to have to figure it out. Because for me, it was my mother who taught my children black magic and everything. And I had no idea. And what was really sad about it is that my children went along with that nonsense without telling me, you know what, Mom, this has been going on or whatever while I'm at work when I come home. Because if I would have known that was going on, I would have put her bags and her right out in the street. I don't care whether she had a place to live or not. You don't come into somebody's house who has made accommodations for you and you don't have a job and they're supporting you and buying you a brand new van and doing this and that and the other because you don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Don't ever take that disrespect. I don't care who it's from. A father, a mother, and a lot of people say, if you come against if you come against your mother, talk bad about your mother, you know what? I can't deal with you. You don't have to worry about dealing with me because I will not be dealing with you. If you don't understand that, you know what? Parents, family will plot to take people out. And this has been going on for a long time. This just did not start yesterday. So, okay, identify those people, whoever the enemies are. And believe me, when you separate your energy, you're going to know who they are. Because these energy vampires, they have to have your energy. And they're going to be begging you to let them back in and to be friends and this and that and the other. No. Not until I find out where these attacks are coming from. And these attackers, what they're going to be doing, and this is before you even are aware that anything is going on. You're just noticing that things are just going wrong in your house, with your car, with your finances, because these are the things that they attack. They send beauty spells, beauty spells to, if they think that you're attractive or whatever, to mess up your looks, maybe to give you bad acne, whatever the case is, just being jealous and diabolical, of course. So they're going to go out, and one of the first things they're going to do is they're going to go out and they're going to start lying to people. All the people you know. They're going to hunt down everybody you know. I'm talking about your mother, your father, all your relatives, your friends, your associates, co-workers. With me, they even went on my job and gathered people and paid them to come against me. And this is something they're going to do. And the reason why they're going to do that is when they go and talk to all these people that you know, they're going to be slandering your name, turning everybody that you know against them. And what's really sad about it is that these are family members and people that you've known pretty much all your life. And if one person can come out of the background where nobody really knew or whatever, and get the people you have known to attack you and to commit some of the atrocities of casting magic to take you out and to take control of your essence and this and that and the other, they were never friends or family members from the beginning. Because nobody could come to me. I don't care who you are, who you think you are, or whatever. Come to me and pay me any amount of money to betray my family members or my friends. But not with my family. This is my mother and my sister. Just jealous. And that's what they do. So the Gangstalkers are going to start by gossiping. And what this gossiping does is it allows them to set up their smear campaign. Because they've got to make sure that people look at you as though you're a dark, evil person. And basically what they're doing is they're taking their truth and trauma bonding and dumping all their lies on you. And they're taking all your truth and applying it to them. And this is a form of stealing someone's essence, acting like you, talking like you. They study you so that they can do these things and be, feel like they are successful at what they're doing. They'll even go into the 5D world and try to marry you, try to have sex with you, try to feed you something that's poisonous in your dream. And know one thing, that having sex with you, they're doing that because they want to what? Spread an STD to you. Something like HIV, something like AIDS, because know one thing, they've already taken out an insurance policy on you. And in order to collect on the insurance policy, guess what? You have to be dead. And that's what they went around and told everybody about me, that I was dead. But the message I send out to my ops is I'm very much alive. And I'm showing up every day doing the work. So that you cannot pretend to be me. You cannot be a copycat. You can't be anything in my energy. Because let me tell you something. For those of you where people are trying to steal your gifts and your essence, if you're showing up every day as yourself, they cannot show up as you and steal your identity. Another thing they're going to be doing is they're going to be they're going to be many times when they approach your family members and things like that, not only are they going to be approaching your family members, but they're going to be gathering information on you. And since I do come from a diabolical family of witches and warlocks, oh, they play right along to the game with the game. Give me the money. Oh, I need the money. Oh, God, yeah, kill her. Sacrifice her. Do whatever you have to do to get her money. Really? It's sad how desperate some people are. And to think that they think they're going to come in your life and bully you and just say, you know what? I like what you have. So I'm going to come in and take what you've got. And try to bully you by bringing all their, gathering up an army to come against you, this, that, and the other, so that they can take your stuff. And it's like, you don't have a right to be taking anybody's stuff. Go get your own stuff. And then they want to turn around and befriend you, take out insurance policy on you, and come back and kill you and collect on all your stuff. And even in my case, they were trying to sex traffic me. Let me tell you one thing. I'm going to tell you right now, nobody sells my goodies. And I control my goodies and who I give them to. Sex traffic that, pervert. Go make your money doing something. Go sell your own body, which you're doing anyway, because these are nothing but sex workers doing this stuff. They don't care about their body. That's why they all got AIDS. They run around with AIDS. If you know people like this and anybody attached to them, do not sleep with these people, because you're going to end up with an incurable disease and the gift that keeps on giving until the day you die. So don't do it. And I want to also speak to my collectives. The males the males along with the females. You already know that these evil karmics want to sleep with you so they can create an attachment and siphon your energy and, steal your gifts and this and that and the other. Keep your pants zipped up until you find yourself a divine feminine or a divine masculine. But know one thing, these evil karmic women and men, especially the women, they trying to get pregnant. That's the first thing they gonna say is, oh, well, you can't leave me, I'm pregnant. Think I can't? Stop dropping seed everywhere, you men, for the collectives. Keep your pants on. For you women, keep your underwear on. You don't have to lay down with every divine masculine out there, okay? It's not that type of party. Unless you want to catch something that you can't get rid of. And then guess what? Nobody's going to want to party with you. And myself, I say, if you're strong enough and if you're walking, with God, and you have a problem in that area, then pray about it. Because the safest way to get out of these situations is to be celibate until God sends you a person meant for you. I'm not going to harp on that because we're all adults and we all make our own decisions. But I'm just saying, this is what's going on. And they're trying to trap us by attaching these demons to us. Another thing they do is they try to sequester us. And when they try to, isolate you, and the reason why they're isolating you is because they don't want anybody to know what's going on, how you're being attacked. They're trying to do all this behind the scenes. And that's why I believe it's important, I don't care what nobody says, to come out and talk about it when you feel that you're able to. Because for some people it takes longer to heal than others. Because the things they're doing are going to be very hurtful. But don't take it personal. Because these are just low vibrational beings. That's all they've ever been. But that's why they're coming for you. Know another thing that you have to do. You have to keep your vibration high. And for a lot of people, they'll see me and they'll say, "Oh, you so goofy." No, I'm not goofy. You're goofy. I'm intelligent. Extremely. Because I know how to keep my vibration high. Because that's going to help you ward off any attacks from your enemies. They can only take from you when you're low vibrating, when you're crying, when you're a mess, when you're stressed out, when you're this, that, and the other. That's the only time they can take anything from you. But as long as you're happy, and I believe that having a sense of humor, even about the negative things they do to you, having a sense of humor and turning that into a positive experience keeps me vibrating high. Because a lot of the things that they do are just simply laughable. They're clowns. Acting out a part in your life. Go act in your own life. Act out there. And get out of my life. And stop attacking innocent people. Another thing, they like to do too, they like to, of course they're there to siphon your energy, because they don't have energy of their own like us. They cannot manifest like God's people. They just can't do it. That's why they're coming after your stuff, because they can't get it on their own. They have to depend on us. And they will also try to steal your essence and your gifts. I mean, these are thieves. If they can steal your dirty underwear, guess what? They'll be wearing them. I know it sounds disgusting, but it's the truth. Another thing they're going to do is to isolate you and to keep you from getting any messages from the courts. Say like finally the legal system has caught on to where you're being attacked and stalked, gang stalked. And they try to send you, correspondence from the courts or whatever to show up to your court dates and stuff like that. Know one thing. Be careful what you say on your laptop, your cell phone, your regular house phone, because all those devices have been tapped. They know exactly your business dealings, everything. If you put that information out there and you're sitting there going, well, gosh, how did they know I was going to be here, at this time on this date? Because you put it out. You put it out there, talking to somebody you thought was a friend that isn't a friend. Because they will stalk your social media to gain tidbits of information that can be used against you. They will also dig up dirt on you. They'll break every type of law possible They will go into your personal information. They'll try to change your medical diagnosis in your medical files. And I'm like, who is allowing people to go into people's medical files? Those are the people we need to be dealing with. Who are the judges who, when these gangstalkers come to court, are a part of their clique? And they're making sure that they get away with the cases while you're in court. And you're sitting there going, well, how did they get away with this? And I got all this evidence because the judge is what? One of the homeboys, one of the homegirls. Same thing with the lawyers, the police. They have their own investigators, detectives. They've got their own everything. And that's how they're, actually being able to take people out and not being, and there being no justice served. Because they got crooked everybody in the inside, which now the courts are finding out, the legal system, they're finding out that this is an atrocity that has to be dealt with. People just letting these people go right back out on the streets to kill and murder and take out insurance policies on people, rape people, sodomize children. Sodomize other men and molest children and traffic them all. This has got to stop. And as a community, for those of us who are tired of it, we need to stand up as one and say that we will not tolerate this nonsense in our neighborhoods. If somebody comes to you gossiping about somebody else, stop them dead in their tracks and say, shut up. Do not come here with that nonsense, because this is going to stop a lot of this, building the smear campaign so that they can, get you caught up in a humiliation ritual in front of the public, because that's what they want to do. They want to set up this humiliation ritual, making them look like, look what we did to her and this and that and the other. You ain't did nothing to me. You humiliated yourself because you're going to jail. That's where you're going. And to me, that's the epitome of humiliation. Okay. Another thing they will do is once whoever's close to you, once they get that information or whatever, they're headed right back to the coven, to the secret society, to give all your information to those people. And another thing that's really disrespectful is that they know that they are siphoning your energy. But what they will do is they will go and they will offer your energy to their whole coven. And there are many covens. There are covens all over the place. In every state, in every country. They'll do the same thing with the Illuminati, the Eastern Stars, the Freemasons. Yeah, they're just going and just, selling your energy like it's theirs to get. So be aware of that. And what's so bad about it is these covens and secret societies are backing them and sending them to do these narcissistic things to you, because these are all narcissists. And know one thing, you cannot deal with a narcissist on that level. They don't understand. All they understand is me, 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 me. And I don't care what you say, what the reason why you do this, the reason why, they don't care. They want you and they want your stuff. That's it. That's the only conversation they're willing to have with you. That's why it's going to be important for you to get up, stand up, and fight. And I think it's important for us in these communities If you're somebody's neighbor and you know they're being attacked, don't participate in that nonsense. Don't participate in it, because you're going to get caught up. And guess what? You're going to jail. And that's what happened in my community with all my neighbors. You're all going to jail. Don't show up at my house. Don't come over here smiling in my face, asking me for advice when you know I've helped you. Every time you gotta have a problem, you're over here. From now on, you stay over on your property. Don't come over here. Anyway, another thing they like to do, they like to throw rocks and hide hands. And I believe, like, if you a real bully, you're going to come right up to my face and bully me. But you're not going to do that. You know why you're not going to do that? Because you're a punk. And this is how punks move. Anytime you got to attack somebody behind their back and then hide your hands like you didn't do anything, that's straight punk status. And no, you're not punking somebody else. You're being punked. Because God is watching you. And believe me, when that karma catches up with you, everybody's going to know who the real punk is. Will the real punk stand up? Because Yahweh's going to dump a bucket of karma on your head. Another thing they're going to do is they are going to set you up for crimes that you did not commit. They're going to steal your identification. And in my case, I have this gorilla-faced sister. And I mean, she looked like a gorilla. She went to the extent where she went and got face surgery to look like me. And she was out there committing crimes, looking like me, with my personal information, my driver's license, my social security number. Putting it on the dark web and everything else. Another thing they will do is if they have any type of pictures of you, which we all know we have pictures online, right? They will get your pictures and they will do AI on those pictures. And they'll be posting with your picture up there behind your name on dating websites and everything, presenting you as a whore, inviting men to come sleep with them with my picture on it. And I'm like, no. Okay? You're a liar, because I'm 10 years team celibate. So no. And so if anybody sees anything, any pictures out there of me doing anything that you know that I'm a servant of the Most High God, Yahweh, and I am married, that's my spiritual husband. And I'm not going to be out there having sex on OnlyFans or whatever these websites are, the dark web, whatever they do there, because I've never been there, so I don't know. But if you see my face, it is not me. If you see people posting outrageous things and you know that's not my character, that I'm a servant of the Most High God, don't just believe what people do. Do the research yourself to find out who that person is. And never join into the attack of anybody else. I don't give a doggone if it's a friend or not. You're not going to be a friend and come to me and say, hey, I need you to join in on this for me to attack this person. Because you know what? You may get a can of whip ass opened up on you right then and there. You ain't got to worry about you attacking nobody, because I'm going to attack you. Because you're not going to come in here telling lies and gossiping about somebody else because you got beef with somebody else. If you got beef with somebody else, you go and squash it, okay? Because I handle mines through my God. I don't have to lift a finger because my God is going to take care of it. And whoever you're serving needs to do the same for you. But don't come to me. I don't want to hear no stories about so-and-so made me do it. Nope. We all have a mind. And we can all make our own decisions. And you agreed to that. And you also took the payout. So as far as I'm concerned, guess what? We don't need any more closure than that. It is over. Officially over. Keep it stepping. Keep it stepping. Another thing they're going to do is if you have family members and children that are not involved, they're going to attack your family. Because they feel that they're trying to study how they can attack you, what affects you, what doesn't. They're just doing all this studying like they're, really intelligent. But they're a bunch of idiots. Because they don't realize that karma's going to come back around. It may take a while. But when it hits them, they're not going to be able to save themselves. And then they want to sit there and they want to cry. They want to cry. Oh, this is not fair. I'm getting karma for all the murders I committed, all the people I hurt. Really? Stop it. Your acting days been over a long time ago, okay? Another thing they will do too, and this is what they did with me. Say like if you, just like I said, they will have your important mail redirected. If you're getting a large sum of money, if you've got court dates coming up, they will pay whoever your mail carrier is, they will pay them to steal your mail and send it to their P.O. box, which is what happened to me. Even though I called the post office, and that's another thing. It seems like every department you call to try to get something straightened out, nobody knows nothing. Nobody wants to really investigate, this, that, and the other. And sometimes we have to be our own investigators. We have to. And if this is happening to you where all your devices have been tapped, your mail's being redirected so they make sure you can't attend court dates to, fight against them or whatever have you, your best bet is get on your computer and put out a video and start telling people what's going on in your life. So that if things do go sideways, people know that somebody did something to you. And that's why I say to people, if anybody ever comes to you and tells you, because that's what they tried to do. That's another thing they'll try to do in the court. Claim you mentally ill without you even knowing about it. And this is an atrocity for the courts. Because unless the courts know that you are legally dead, and I mean by you're not, because I'll tell you one thing, if you're living, there's no way you should be drawing, if you are living, or if you're, let me change that around. If you are dead, there's no way that you should be drawing any type of paycheck, any type of Social Security, any type of retirement, any type of medical benefits, anything like that. And for a court to hand your money over to somebody and they have failed to check, Is this woman, is, is she collecting a retirement from anywhere? Is she doing this? Is she doing, what was her last address? This, that, the other? For them to have overlooked that and to have taken the word of my attacker and giving him an inheritance that belonged to me, somebody's going to pay. The legal system is going to pay for that, for not doing their homework, and for letting fake judges and lawyers and nurses and doctors declare me mentally ill to where they were able to put me in a conservatorship. Somebody gonna pay, and they gonna pay a whole lot of money. Because I even want their underwear. I don't care if I got to burn them. I want everything they've got. Another thing they're going to try to do, they're going to try to astro travel into your dreams. Because I had this diabolical idiot, fool, that I have told, I don't want you. I don't love you. I don't like you. I don't want you. And the love spells that you cast, that's the only reason why you thought I liked you. But I know one thing, when I woke up and I realized that this boogaboo thought I liked him, I was like, what? Oh, this is magic. That'll make you a believer. And you looking at him going, no. And he's talking about, oh, no, I'm going to do, no, you're not doing nothing here. No. The sex moon magic has worn off, and guess what? I realize you ugly. I realize you're not my type. I realize I don't love you. I don't like you. Stop playing in my face. But these are the things they will do. They'll be out there soon every time when the moon comes out. Let me tell you something. If you follow these people, I can guarantee you, you're going to see them out there on the beach with the full moon going on, running around butt naked. Now, does that make any sense? And doing sex magic rituals under the moon. I'm like, Lord, that must be a horrible sight to see. Lord, have mercy. Put on some clothes and stop it. You guys are 60, 70, 80 years old. My mom's 83 years old. And she's out there doing this and paying young boys to have sex with her. It's enough. And they will try to finesse you in any way that they can. And they don't care if they have to send in a decoy, pretending that, he's pretending that he loves you and that he likes you and this and that and the other. And that dude ain't doing nothing but what? Having sex with you and attaching to your energy to where he can drain you. Because know one thing, having sex, that is like one of the best ways they can drain you of your energy. So for my ladies, sit on it. It's okay. It's not going to rot. Wait until God sends you somebody who's ready to step into that position. And the same thing for our men. Sit on it. Stop it. And just like I said, the first thing you're going to have to do, you're going to have to shut it down. Start cleansing. Make sure if you shower, then, take, some Epsom salt. Wet your body down. Take some Epsom salt and rub it all over your body. And take a Epsom salt bath to cleanse the negative energy that's upon you from all the spells that have been cast. And for those of us who take a bath, because I love a bath. So, pour your Epsom salt in there and cleanse yourself. Soak in there, scrub. They even have the Epsom salt now that have the fragrances to it. So there are lots of ways that we can cleanse. Another way is burn some Palo Santo, like you saw me burning prior to the video. And I will light a Palo Santo stick and I will walk through my whole house, cleansing negative energy, and especially at my doors and my front door, making sure that no negative energy passes across our threshold that is not meant for our good or has not been sent by my God Yahweh to keep the demons at bay. Another thing you can do is crystals. They have all types of crystals. Recently, I just bought some obsidian and some, I think it's called tourmaline, crystals to help protect you and your energy from these energy vampires. This is their life. This is how they survive. Because their God sure ain't going to give them nothing. Why do you think they're stealing? And I don't even know how you can be a person and worship and serve a God that never shows up when there's a battle, that never defends you for any of the nonsense he coerces you to do. And then when you get in trouble and you get out there, you hurt somebody and kill somebody and it's time for you to go to jail, guess what? He's sitting back there watching and laughing. Who can serve a God who will not show up and show out when it's time? Another thing that's going to help is fasting and prayer. And for some of us, we have medical issues, whatever the case may be. If you can't do a 3-day fast, start out by doing like maybe an 8-hour fast, maybe a 24-hour fast. Because know one thing, fasting is protection. It's going to, really, it's going to beat your body into submission for you to submit to God. So God can what? Catch all these ops that are attacking you. Because when you find out this is going on, this is something you're going to have to do, and you're going to have to work fast to protect yourself. Because believe me, by the time you even find out, just like when I found out, they were like 10 years already into all this. Calling, smiling in my face, knowing that they were the ones that were attacking me. But I tell you one thing, when I pull back my energy and I cut all these energy vampires off, they're like drug fiends. They're like, I need to hear that. I need to hear your energy. I'm like, if you don't get out of my face with that nonsense. And then what's really bad about it, they all on drugs. They out there on crack, heroin, shooting up this, shooting up that. I mean, just diabolical. Another thing they will be is sex workers. They out there selling the cootie tang everywhere. Everywhere. But yet and still, they got nerve enough to try to switch your destiny with theirs. Claiming that what? You're the whore. You're the drug addict. You're the witch. You're the warlock. You're the one who's serving Satan. When they know that they are the ones that's what they will do. Take all of their nonsense and dump it in your lap and take your truth and try to live in your truth. And the only way we can shut that down is that you have to keep showing up, because that's part of the game, to isolate you so that nobody can see you. They don't want anybody to see you, and that's what they did in my case, and had the audacity to go to the court and tell the court I was dead. And the court's like, no, she's not. She's putting out videos. She has a YouTube channel. I know that must have been embarrassing. So that's why it's important for you. When they try to isolate you, you still got to show up. Show up 24/7. And even like right now, since I haven't made a video in a while, you know what all these ops are doing, my so-called toxic family, friends, exes, co-workers, whatever, frenemies. They're all thinking, you know what? Oh, you know what? No, we got this magic done, because because this is gonna shut her up. You ain't never gonna shut me up. As long as I got a mouth, you are never gonna shut me up. And for you people out there who are being attacked, don't let nobody make you feel guilty talking about you're a snitch. So, you're an op. No, I'm not no snitch. But I tell you one thing, I'm going to tell the truth. And you can call it snitching, you can call it this, that, and the other. You're a thief, okay? And you're not going to control me. Don't ever let nobody control you and boss you around. And I don't care how they think they're bullying you, how they think they're getting away with it. Guess what? You can't bully me. Not when I walk with Yahweh. Who you going to bully? Because I'm not scared. And what you're going to end up getting, you're going to get bullied by Yahweh, and you're going to get sat down and shut down. And now you're all crying because you know what? See, once they do this stuff and you put the secret societies out there, all of a sudden the secret societies want to cut all ties and cut these people off that they have coerced to come and attack you. Now they want to step out of the arena because you know what? They don't want their organizations to be associated with this criminal activity that these idiots are caught up in. And that hurts. When you've been committing murders and you've been trafficking people and you've been bullying people and stealing their inheritance and taking insurance policies out on them and killing them, and your own coven, your own secret societies refuse to support you because it's too much heat. They don't want that heat, see? But that's why they sent you out there, because they know you're an idiot. And guess what? Yeah, you ops who are nobody, you always going to be what? The fall guy or the fall girl for the secret society, okay? But when somebody comes around like me, and I took down a whole coven, okay? Know one thing, they're talking about, oh, you know what? But we didn't know who you were. That was the whole point, Dodo. When God sent me in, you weren't supposed to know who I was. Because if he told you I was an angel, would you have attacked me? I believe you still would have, because that's how anal you are. But you swear out, oh no, we wouldn't have done that. You know what? It doesn't make a difference who God sent in. The bottom line is that you tried to take advantage of an innocent person who only tried to help you. So it doesn't matter who it is. Because even the people that you view as easy targets that you can take down and do this, that, and the other, should not mean that they're open game for you to attack and to make your next victim. And I wish all gangstalkers would come from me, because I know how to shut down a narcissist. I know how to deal with evil karmics. Because I will dismantle all of your illusions. And know one thing, that's another thing they do. They deal with a lot of illusions. And the first thing I'm going to say that you should do, I don't know what God you serve, but if you do serve a God, you better get at your God ASAP. Because that's one thing about me, I never stop praying. I'm a prayer warrior. I will pray and tear your foundation down. And if you think I'm playing, play with me. The world has already seen what has happened to my ops. And they're talking about, oh, we're scared because she's a dark witch and she's casting magic. No, I don't need to cast magic. Because I have a God that I pray to. And if he hears one peep come out of me, you're going to pay. Know another thing. I am karma. When you mistreat me, I walk away, and guess what? Karma is activated immediately. So that's why I said, you don't need to know. You don't need to know who nobody is, because you have no right attacking anybody. And that's what I say to you people. If you're in trouble, you don't have a God that you serve, call on the name of Yahweh and see if he don't straighten out that nonsense. He gonna get it all straightened out. It may take a minute, but he gonna get it straightened out, and he gonna get to work on it immediately. And during the whole time that he's working on it, he's going to instruct, lead, and guide you into safety to where you can avoid these attacks. Because now when they send that magic, you know what I do? I alchemize it. I alchemize it for my own healing. And I'm really not one that believes in a return to sender. Because I don't believe in sending energy back to karmics for them to reuse again. I want to leave them depleted of their energy source. And that's why they're walking around with their all their the cheeks all sunken in from sucking on that glass pipe and all the diabolical things they're doing behind the scenes. But trying to live a life of the rich and famous by hurting and putting other disadvantaged people into their violent attacks in these situations that don't profit them. I will continue to keep coming up with material where we can all get together as communities and combat these evil karmic people who are coming into our communities and just taking over. But we all have to be united. And those of us who don't engage in this type of activity, we're going to have to stand up. and fight against these people coming into our communities that are not there to help the community, but just to rob and to take from the community. Together, we can shut this down, and we will. We will shut it down. We will make them afraid to walk in our neighborhoods. They will be scared to cast magic. Because we have people who are highly clairvoyant, and we know who you are. I see what you do in the darkness, and so does Yahweh and my ancestors. And you're not going to get away with it. So for you people who are out there, we pray that you call on your God, and if you don't have a God, find one. But my God has put me front and center stage so that other people who are being attacked can know how to escape these attacks and who to call on to defend you. Because believe me, once you're isolated, once they isolate you, the only individual you have to call on is who? God. Because he's the only one who can see what is going on. And if you're anything like me, know one thing. Isolation, yes, is your expertise. You isolate me, and what they don't realize, they've done the worst thing in the world. Because I've always been an introvert. Always. Yeah. So you're not hurting me. You helping me. You not hurting me. You helping me. Because when I do decide to peek my head out and come out of isolation, guess what? I've created and invented something that you can't even possibly imagine. So for all my people out there who are being attacked or whatever, start laying down these rules so you can get out of this, because they will take you out. They will take you out. And a lot of times in your cities and in your area, everybody's involved. The justice system, the government, investigators, detectives, the police, lawyers, nurses, doctors. But that's not for all the investigators, and that's not for all of the detectives and the lawyers and the judges and the doctors and the nurses. We have plenty of good people. It's just that these are a few of the bad seeds that have come into our environments. So all I'm saying is that for all of us, let's not be scared. But if you see something going wrong or somebody doing something wrong in your neighborhood, say something about it. And stop sitting back waiting for the next person to report it when you've got a mouth and you've got fingers to dial the police department and report it. I'm going to leave it on that note. And me and Yahweh are going to wish you a fabulous evening. And we will be doing more videos teaching people how to protect themselves against these gangstalkers. In the name of Yahweh, we are signing out. Amen.